Howdy, Michael the Mercedes guy here, and I'm working on this beautiful 220 SE coupe, and I was hearing a bad noise in there. I pulled the head and discovered that somebody has done recent work on the head, put in new valve seats, but didn't turn them down so that the valve was recessed just like a teeny bit into the head. It was actually flush and pounding away on the top of 3 pistons. So I sent the head in to my cylinder head guy, and he properly ground the valves and replaced all the valve guides. They were loose. Then, of course, I did not have him surface the bottom of the head because it was in beautiful shape. And you don't want to resurface these heads any more than necessary. Now, like I say, somebody previous did work on this head, and they ground the bottom, but they didn't grind the top. And using my machinist straight edge across here, it rocks back and forth. And I shoved feeler gauges in, and it's 8 thousandths at each end. So that head is warped. Now, one thing I noticed, this camshaft would not turn when it was on the block bolted down. I pulled out all the rockers just to test that, and I could not turn that with my hand. That is dangerous. That means that this camshaft is bending all the time. So, using shim stock, I actually didn't have 8 thousandths. I have 4 thousandths, and it's 8 thousandths warped. So I made 2 pieces, put holes in to go under the cam stand on the front and the back. Then what I like doing is doing a pretty close valve adjustment off the car, because it's a back-breaking job of bending over those fenders. So I bolted this cylinder head down to this table, drilled holes through. There's nuts and washers on there, tightened really tight. So now this turns by hand, which it should do. Now the next step, I'm going to put in rubbing blocks and use the valve, the rocker arm removal valve spring compression tool. This is a really nice tool. You want one of these. And you can push that valve down, right? And do a preliminary adjustment. Now, to do this preliminary adjustment, you want to keep track of every rubbing block and every rocker arm in order so that you can put them back in order. Okay, now another couple pointers. When you bolt the head down to a table, you want to put a shim in on each end because you've got This valve here, these valves have to open, and you can't open them properly if it's flat on the table. And another point or two, when you're doing these shims, this bolt hole is very important because the oil that comes up into the lubrication tube for your stands and rockers is supplied by this bolt hole. So the shim needs to be just a little bigger than the bolt hole. So as you can see, I need to trim that a little bit. Also, when you're doing your shims, my shim stock was just this wide. So I have to add shims right here for that stud so that I don't break off the tab on the cam stand. Okay, another thing before you install a head is take a look at all your stud threads here. That one's ruined, so that needs replacing. The rest are fine. So the way you take these out is first heat it up red hot with your cutting torch. Then let it completely cool, and then put an ice cube on each side. That way, what happens is when you get it real hot, it actually expands the threads. And then when you cool it down, that contracts it a little bit. And then another trick is to take a hammer and beat on the end of this. That tends to loosen the threads in the head. It's important to do those things before removing it so that you don't gall up the aluminum threads in the head.